Lithuania, Latvia and Estonia have decoupled their power grids from Russia and Belarus in a step towards energy independence. Latvia, Estonia and Lithuania disconnected their electricity systems from Russia's power grid today to join the network that serves most of the rest of the EU. The three Baltic nations, all former Soviet republics, say they feared Russia's ability to blackmail them by using the electricity system, something Russia denies. Our Europe regional editor Danny Eberhard told me more about the switch away from the Russian power grid.
This is a move that's been long in the planning, Geeta. I mean, this particular step has taken 15 years to implement. So before the time that Russia launched aggressions against Ukraine, you're thinking of the annexation of Crimea in 2014, the launch of an insurgency in the eastern Ukraine, and then the full-scale invasion of 2022. But all those steps obviously accelerated the pressure to disconnect from the Russian and Belarusian grid. Now, so it's old Soviet infrastructure tied in with an agreement from about 25 years ago. And what it does, although Lithuania, Estonia and Latvia had already stopped buying electricity from Russia and Belarus after the full-scale invasion of Ukraine, they were still subject to possible destabilization of the grid because Moscow controlled the frequency, the operating frequency. So very important thing, they've cut cables, they've cut high voltage wires, they've disconnected from the cabling system to the Russian exclave of Kaliningrad, which is sandwiched between Lithuania and Poland, and now they are doing a series of testing before reconnecting probably tomorrow to the European network.
And has Russia commented on this?
Russia has indeed. Russia says that it's a political move, and they say it will have very serious economic consequences, not just for the three Baltic nations, but also for the wider EU. They say that Kaliningrad is operating fine, and that it has its own, like a little island network there operating. They ship in liquid natural gas, and then they use power stations that are already in Kaliningrad. So that's quite important. But there are wider worries within the Baltic nations. I mean, the system up to now is working fine, so there hasn't been any blackouts. There were fears that there might be. Some people rushed to buy generators, and the authorities are very much on high alert, so they're watching out for potential physical sabotage operations or cyber attacks or disinformation campaigns.